metal, because that's how we do metal over here, right? Without the T's. You know, I'm drilling that into you on every video now. On every video, every stream, I'm reminding you guys that the correct way to say metal is without the T. T's are illegal. So, we spend a lot of time on this channel looking at your Megadeths, your Iron Maidens, your Metallica, your Psychosexuals, you know, the classic, legendary bands that are objectively great and everyone loves them. But I thought it was time, maybe we sort of mix things up a little bit and look at some bands that maybe not so universally acclaimed. Yeah, so I feel like we've sort of moved on from the 2010s generation of hate and into the 2020s of hate. Like, it's not cool to hate on, like, Nickelback and Coldplay and Imagine Dragons anymore. We're gonna look at some bands that have been traditionally hated, maligned bands. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna draw up a list and come to the conclusion whether the hate is justified or not for these bands. And then maybe at the end we'll do a little tier list. Before we go any further, I just want to let you know that I'm now offering a 7-day free trial for my online guitar school. Unlock the entire archive of super fun lessons, exercises, and content. Click the link in the description below to visit Bradley Hall's Guitar School and sign up today for free. Right, Nickelback, Creed. Alright, I think we're going to stick with that for now. So we'll start with the obvious one, Nickelback. It's a shame because people just know them from like the ballads or like this bullshit. I don't like that side of the band, like, at all, really. But I gotta admit, this album is one of the albums that really got me into guitar playing, because there's lots of really, really cool, like, heavy riffs. Like this. This is one of the best fucking drop B riffs ever. Yeah, it's pretty damn heavy, right? You just don't expect to hear that sort of shit from Nickelback. It's got Too Bad, absolute classic of the era. Nickelback is not metal. Well, they're metal adjacent enough, right? They're in that sort of sphere still. It's close enough. Got this shit. This album was good as well. Hell yeah, brother! It's fun. The riffs are good. The songwriting's great. It's a fun band. Right. So Creed. You know, it was super cool to hate on Creed for years and years and years and years. And now all of a sudden, now that like millennial nostalgia music has become really popular, everyone's like, oh, Creed were actually great all along. But I don't care what anyone says. I've been a Creed stan forever. I think they're great. They're really, really corny, really cheesy. The music videos are hilariously bad. I'd fucking love it. I'm all for it. It's like the most American thing ever. Dude, what is this? What is that? It looks like some like World of Warcraft vanilla shit. What? You just need some like fucking blade in the background or something. See, they have some fucking bangers as well, right? They're not just a ballad band. This is the best Creed song. They're not a bad band in my opinion. In my opinion, they do not deserve the hate. Alright, Ghost. If anyone doesn't know, Ghost are the band that dress up like it's Halloween every day. It's basically the solo project of this guy, Papa John's. It's a solo project of Papa John's. He just wants to share his satanic pizza with the world, and I don't blame him. They started off as sort of like a retro metal kind of like worship band. This is like a really, really good album. For anyone who just thinks Ghost are like a pop band or whatever, which they pretty much are now, they were a great Nwabum worship style, like a retro metal band. Ritual, probably my favorite death song. Total Symphony of Destruction ripoff riff. The solo in the song is sick. Tasty note choices there, man. Oh! So yeah, they started off doing this sort of stuff, and then basically they just turned into like a more sort of like poppy rocky kind of band, and do stuff like this. Very spooky. That's such a great chorus. I don't care what anyone says. It's like catchiest thing ever. So yeah, someone pointed out this song, kind of doomy. But I think the reason why a lot of people don't like them is that they're more sort of like poppier songs. This one, which I also really like. It is just like a straight up like fucking Bon Jovi song or something. Yeah, but that is Ghost, ladies and gentlemen. All right, next up we got Five Finger Death Punch. They're sort of like super like American kind of patriot guys, right? Obviously you have a different audience. I know they have Andy James playing guitar, absolutely phenomenal guitarist. think there was one thing that put me off about Five Finger Death Punch for ages. Like, I saw some like stupid video with like their guitarist. I saw an interview where he's like showing off his gun collection or something. And I can't tell like whether like these guys are just like trolling or whether they're just like seriously like this. Walking around with like a fucking like Ferrari, like I don't know what is that, like an assault rifle. It's like this is the most American thing ever, right? Because I can't decide whether this is like hilarious or like really, really cringe. Anyway, let's move on to the music. Brother. That's a sick chorus. This doesn't sound too far removed from Nickelback. This is only like one tier up in heaviness from Nickelback. Any other songs I recognize? No, this one sucks. Well, there we go. I know for sure there are some other songs I like. I just can't remember the names of them because I never listened to this band. Sleep Token. All right. Controversial pick. Depending on who you ask, Sleep Token is either the best thing since Baked Beans or the worst fucking abomination that popular music has seen before they did stuff like this, right? They're kind of like a mashup of like various contemporary styles. There's a lot of things going on, but the problem is all the things that are going on are just like not very interesting. Yeah, it's experimental, but it's just like very surface level shit. So that's pretty cool. That sounds good, like. Oh. I really wish I liked them more because I love the aesthetic of the band. His drip's pretty sick. You like the mask and stuff and all like the symbology. It's building and building, which is fair enough. And you think like, okay, this is it. It's about to fucking drop and it's all going to go big and that's it. That's it, and it does it, like, yes! And you think, oh, where's it gonna go now? Like, anything could happen. And then it just, like, drops down to nothing. It's like, oh, okay. So, like, all that momentum you spent, like, 3 minutes carefully building up, you know, for that big payoff, and now they're just, like, fucking shit all over it. And you get, like, this fucking, like, half-baked SoundCloud rap bit. Okay, who's next? 6 Feet Under. From what I understand, it's just, like, straight-up old-school American death metal, right? Oh, yeah, isn't he, like, infamously bad at vocals or something? Okay, it's coming back to me now. It literally sounds like me when I'm doing my like shitpost death metal impression. I want to check out this again. Why does he record his vocals so dry? TNT. The noose. Let's try this one. Hanging from the rope, the body just twitches back. Rolling back near the skull, now speedy. No way is this serious. I think we've heard enough of that. Holy shit. You know what? I don't think they deserve the hate. That band is hilarious. That's a strong S tier. All right, Avenged. It's crazy to me. I still hear a lot of people seriously call Avenged Sevenfold an emo band. I was like, oh. I'm guessing referring to the fact that they used to look like this. I think people just like chalk them up as like another scene band. Like, you know, these guys are like crazy, crazy good. Very accomplished musicians. And from what I gather, the main reason that people hate on Avenged is mainly because of Matt's vocals. Honestly, his vocals are probably the main reason I like Avenged. And his vocal lines are just like... I agree, it's very cheesy. They're a very, very corny band. They just put these, like, really fucking cheesy pop choruses in it, and I'm fucking all for it. Just to prove that, I think, yeah, someone did this mashup of, like, Lady Gaga and Avenged. I maintain that Matt is one of the best metal vocalists of all time. Like, before he blew his voice out. Like, there is hardly any singers on the planet who can sing with that amount of distortion and still sing, like, relatively high like that. And if anyone's checked out the newest album... I mean, the whole album doesn't sound like that. There's lots of different stuff going on. Anyway, Baby Metal up next. So, as far as I'm aware, they are like industry plants, right? But in like a positive sense. Like, I think they're sort of like a manufactured band, I think, right? For me personally, that's enough of a reason for me to be interested in this band because it doesn't really happen with like metal, does it? You don't really get manufactured metal bands. So I think this was like their first sort of breakthrough song. I love the dance as well, man. You know, instead of just seeing a load of like fucking sweaty blokes up there just going like, you know, just to see some like fun dancing. And you can't deny that that is a catchy-ass chorus. And, oh, this song. Dude, this is like the fucking catchiest song that came out in years. You could put me on record as saying metal needs more choreographed dances. Can you imagine like fucking Slayer getting up on stage and like doing a bit of this? Oh my god, I would lose my shit. That'd be so good. All right, Muse. So what do you guys think of Muse? Again, not a straight up metal band, but a metal adjacent. They have plenty of songs which are pretty metal-y. And they were like huge for a while when this stuff came out. I mean, in my opinion, you can't beat a bit of classic Muse, man. When they were at their peak, they were such a good band. And what I've always loved about Muse, they had that kind of like neoclassical influence as well. What a tone as well. That fucking tone. This song off their last album, kind of a metal-y one as well. This was cool. Right, we got one band left. And of course, Limp Bizkit is right here. It's like, I was there back in the OG wave of new metal. All of the metalheads were like, Limp Bizkit is fucking gay. This is shit. Who is this fucking wanker poser with this hat? And now they're huge. It's become cool again to like all this stuff. You do actually forget how many fucking hits Limp Bizkit had. They had loads of songs. That does go hard when the riff comes in. Come on. I just want to hear the bit where he says, come on. Single greatest chorus in metal history. All right, that is it, boys and girls. Is it tier list time? All right, we are ready. All right, D for deserves the hate. Oh, and then we need another tier, not hated enough. Then this will be hated just right. There we go. Right, this makes way more sense. Okay, Nickelback. On the one hand, they've got the shitty, vanilla, tap water country ballads. But they also have some absolute bangers. And honestly, their run of albums in like the 2000s and like early 2010s were fucking good, right? I reckon Nickelback are overhated. They've got some fat riffs, plenty of good songs back in the day. Right, next up, Creed. I want to check out that thumbnail again from earlier. What is this? I didn't see this one last time. What are these thumbnails, man? This is even better. What is this? I think Creed are overhated as well. I think Creed are fucking sick. They're a sick band. Right, Ghost. Where is Ghost going? I personally think Ghost are sick. I love the retro stuff that they started with. And I love the poppy stuff as well. I think it's all good. There you go. I'm sticking Ghost in overhated. Maybe we'll have to promote some to way overhated later, but we'll see. We'll see. Right. Five Finger Death Punch. I really liked, was it this one? The War Veteran song. Oh! I'm not gonna lie, like 90% of Five Finger Death Punch songs I've listened to are absolute garbage. You know what? I'm gonna be kind. I'm gonna put them in hated just right. Right, Sleep Token. On the plus side, we've got very cool aesthetics, great marketing, cool videos. On the negative side, really boring songs. So, what are we saying? You know what? I would rather listen to Five Finger Death Punch, so they're going here. Deserves the hate. Okay, 6 Feet Under. Rolling back to the scope, no speedy. You know what? Overhated as fuck, man. All right, Avenged Sevenfold. Avenged Sevenfold, one of the classic bands of our time. Amazing musicians, amazing songwriters. Baby Metal. I think Baby Metal are fucking sick. I love all the dances and shit, the catchy choruses. I think Baby Metal are going in overhated. Maybe like next to Ghost. All right, Muse. Muse are one of my favorite bands, but I totally understand why they would be hated. And honestly, like, Muse have really fallen off. Like, their past few albums have just, like, not really been that great. I'm going to be biased as fuck, because I try not to be biased in these normally. But early Muse is, like, goated as fuck. Anyway, there we have it. Oh, no, shit. Limp Bizkit. We missed one. Right, where's Limp Bizkit going? So, I reckon they're on just, like, hated just right.
All right, mate. Do that. Do that. Do that. Nice one.